Hello everyone, welcome to another exciting episode on Street Mind powered by G Magazine, a magazine for all ages. We are right now in Sweden, Goteborg precisely, at the event called Goteborg Startup Hack. Follow me to discover what these genius and intelligent people are hacking. Don't change the dial. It's your boy, Olonloba, no one but God.
The idea is to provide our friends and colleagues a nice event where they can explore an idea and do some programming during a day. And what we provide is everything around it. So like good food, a nice location to be, some entertainment and nice snacks and everything. It's our 5th year and we're doing this once a year, so it's an annual event. The difference between each year is that we are moving to a new location every time, and as we do that, we try to evolve and get a feel of what the general opinion is in our branch or in our industry. So if there is a specific theme that we can do something about, then we'll try to cater to that. But what we mainly focus on is to let the participants bring their own ideas. So if they have something that's relevant or specific to the time being, that's up to them actually. So we're just providing the space and they come to us with a project. I think we've achieved the purpose of providing a nice event for people in the IT and tech community. Because we get a lot of attention, and during the years we have always had more applicants than we can take in. We're always limited by our location, so this year we only have 80 space for hackers, and we had about 100 applicants, so we had to turn some of them down. So this shows us that even after 5 years it's a popular event and more people want to get in. It's just to have a fun day and explore some nice ideas, and that's actually what the participants are here for, to have a day for themselves to work on a project during 10 hours. So it's actually we're not really achieving a purpose. We're more facilitating or providing a platform for the participants to flourish during the day. Yes, we have a few categories that there's a kind of competition between the participant teams, and these are categories like the hack or the project with the best design or the best technology or the best business idea. They get prizes. And the prizes are awarded by a jury, and each year we have a new jury, which is composed of industry specialists and professionals. So each year we try to get someone new who is doing well in their field and working on a prominent company to evaluate the project, so to say. And the prizes that we give out are not really any huge prizes. It's small stuff like Raspberry Pis and power banks and headsets and stuff. But it's always appreciated to actually win a category and know that you're a little bit better than the colleagues who tried something similar, perhaps. The encouragement is to we don't want them to be afraid to try new ideas. That's it. So what they are allowed to do during this day is to work hard on a specific idea, something crazy perhaps, for 10 hours, and there is no risk while doing that, because the time they spend we make up for by providing them stuff, free entertainment, free food, free prices, I guess. And to take that sentiment into the real world, or to do the same thing during the rest of the year is a good idea. And the ultimate idea from the beginning was to encourage people to start new companies. Though we haven't had any projects that went to become companies yet. Maybe because the ideas are too crazy. I'm not sure, or maybe because the participants are more or less either students or working professionals already. So the incentive to actually start a company based on a product that we have here is not that high. But we would encourage it. There have been a few small apps that have been developed and that has had continuing development after the hack, though all of those ideas are shut down at the moment. The limitation is that the hackers have to come up with a good idea beforehand. We are evaluating the ideas before they come here, so we try to make sure that they can do something in the limited time they get here. The real limitation is the time they get. They get 10 hours to work. And they have to work in teams from 2 to 5 people to achieve something. So that's the real limitations. And for the hackers themselves, they have to limit themselves in their ideas based on what they can provide or what they can produce in 10 hours. So if they find some crazy technology that takes weeks and weeks to implement, then that would be a bad idea to bring to Startup Hack. Though we would encourage them to try that out if they have the time. At some other point, perhaps.
What's your name?
My name is Marco.
What's the name of your team?
The team name is Boost.
Hi, my name is Xinyu Ji.
Hi, I'm Nai Chen, and we are in Orient PCI Express.
My name is Josephine Ambring. My team name is Altru.
My name is Rickard.
I am Philip. Our group is called Team Mörkerost.
Yeah, my name is Jonas Anand.
My name's Sarah. My team name is Awesome Sauce Unicorn.
My name is Sebastian and our team is Sparville.
What do you guys hack today?
Today we developed an app that helps influencers to kind of get numbers about how they can improve their like conversion rate in their feed in Instagram.
We act augmented driver vision support system. It's applied VR in the cars, which can help using AI to enhance our humans' ability.
Just showing like this. Okay, so when we are driving, we usually have the limited views of this because of the 2A pairs, and we will put the soft screen here, then to make sure that we can see something here. For example, when I'm walking through the road, in the usual time we cannot see me, but if we have this kind of screen, then we can see there's someone and avoid a lot of traffic accidents.
We created an app which brings all charity organizations together in an app, which you can swipe through really easily. Whoops. And like donate low instead of going on the internet and searching for one, which takes a lot of time. This is much easier.
We've created a Spotify quiz app that generates random questions for random songs that plays in the background. So you can sit in a car and play together and answer some multiple choice questions about random songs that you've never heard of or something like that.
So it chooses a random song from Spotify, and it handles up to 4 players, and the one who wants to guess at a question about the song, chooses which player is supposed to guess. And now you get a question about the song. So now it asks, on which album was the song released? And you get 4 options. Only one is correct and the others are randomly chosen from the Spotify playlist API. And let's see. This I'm guessing in my blood and it's wrong. So if I want, I can keep guessing at the same song, like maybe another player wants to guess at the same song. I'm guessing it is I Like It, and I was correct. So now I know which song it is, so maybe I want to switch song. Then we click this one, and it randomly selects a new song.
Today, we have created the first of Tidify, which is an app that will help households to have harmony with their the chores that they have in their home. So it's a game where you get points for all the chores that you're doing, so that you can compete or get confirmation of the things that you have actually done that game period, which could be 2 weeks or 1 week or whatever you prefer.
We've made an application called Sparvill, where you get to compare your spending habits with other people. You donate your transactions from your bank and you compare it to everyone else who used the application.
That's fantastic. Where do you get inspiration from?
We were thinking a lot about that. There's a lot of services today that actually, like these big networks that contains all these influencers, and they filter them to provide them with different kinds of work, but there's like no tool that actually helps the actual influencer to improve their their work. So that's why we wanted to do that.
It's a combination of different things, but when I exercise or just walk around, it's easy to come up with ideas. And then of course you have inspiration from other apps, but I think the best ideas just come to you somehow.
So our fourth member Daniel, he just mentioned it like we could make a game with the Spotify API, and so we discussed it a bit and thought like a quiz format would be easy to make, and so that's what we went with.
Well, it started at home for me, living with my mom and my sister, and we constantly were fighting over who did the dishes last. And then we actually tried out this idea, but just writing points on a piece of paper that we had on our fridge. And it actually worked really, really well. And we got all very motivated to compete against each other. So now it's an app instead.
So we got this idea from the Open Banking Initiative. It's an EU directive where all the banks in the EU have to open up their APIs, and we have the ability to read the data from our own spending in a new way and compare it to others.
Or do you achieve your aim in developing or hacking that idea?
Yeah. Like most of it. Most of the functions is implemented, but some of it isn't 100% styled up and so. But we're happy with the results.
In the limit time, we just implement some of the function in this system. So we achieved a deep learning model for land detection with a kind of fair result in the daytime, but less not that good in the nighttime. So this is the mainly part we achieved today. Yes, basically for deep learning, for AI. Yes, this is the night case, but we didn't receive a good result in such short time.
Yeah, I think so. I'm really impressed by what the developers did in this short time, actually.
Yeah, I think we did. We managed to complete the thing, and anyone here in the room can go and use it online. Just go to hundral.app and you can try it yourself. So you just log in with your bank ID and choose the bank you usually use. Input your personal number. And I will sign in here with my bank ID. And what I will get back is a result of my transactions compared to others. So what we can see here is that my spending habits are not very good, and I spend more than the average in almost every category, actually all of them.
We have a demo that's working, and we can generate random quiz questions from different songs.
since you are happy with the result,
Yeah.
what next are you going to do with what you guys have?
With this idea, like we haven't been talking about whether we're gonna like keep on going further with this idea, but like I guess we'll like polish it up and at least have it for like some kind of case in our portfolio and so for later work.
Our goal is to bring this forward further and see if we can make something like real from it actually.
Next step is to add more features like the obstacles detection, like car detection, and which can be shows on the screen on the window. It's need a lot of time to training the model, collecting the data, testing, then merge this deep learning model or artificial intelligence to this system. This is our next plan.
Well, we're planning to, of course, during the hack we have only implemented one feature, and that is to add chores and get points, but we also want to have achievements, and we also want to have some sort of data collecting to see, okay, I'm doing these chores the most and this chore I did last. And yeah, we have a lot of features that we want to include also, that we can see that we have a lot of different kinds of groups that could be our customers, like collectives or families or just students living together and sharing a kitchen. So they have different goals and different needs. So we see that we could go different ways with the app and include all.
Yeah, we're probably going to complete it, and we're going to make it look a bit nicer. Like it's very like sterile now in the design. So maybe I'm going to like paint a background or something, and we're going to like do some minor bug fixes and things, and make it like into a complete app.
How you guys, your team, how do you find each other?
How we found each other, one of my teammates, me and him are running a digital agency besides our studies, and like the other two guys, were 4 people, are friends of his in the studies. So like we just started talking about it would be fun to attend Startup Hack. We have attended before also, and then we came up with the idea and we started discussing, and yeah, it just happened.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Okay, so 4 of us all studied in Chalmers, and 3 of them are majored.
Algorithm, language, and logic.
Yes, and I'm majored in computer systems and networks. So we are really good friends, and we really want to participate in this kind of competitions to create something together.
Yeah, actually it was my brother who he's been working with some of them, and some of them he found through other events. He's a really social person. And me, I'm an industrial designer actually, so I do more like graphic stuff and UX design.
We go to the same university. We study at Chalmers, and except him, but he studies at like GU, but he studies like with Chalmers, so we know him because we did a candidate exam project together, and yeah, we thought we'd enter this for fun together because these are fun people to work with. So yeah.
I am friends with one of the team members since before, and also my boyfriend is part of the team. And then we found 2 of the team members through the meetup for Startup Hack.
You said that you have attended the Startup Hack before.
Yeah.
Which year was that?
Like the 2 last years actually.
And what do you hack then?
Last year, me and Jesper, one of my teammates here today, we developed a dashboard where like a kind of like Google Analytics, but in physical stores. So we were like tracking mobile devices on like like your mobile device sends out Wi-Fi signals even though you're not connected to a Wi-Fi. So we fetched that information, and by that we created like statistics about how many people that visited, for example, a store, and so. And the year before that, we did like a Tinder for places. So like we developed an app where you could swipe in group for finding places when you're out traveling and you want to see something new, and so.
Kom igen och så bli här. Försöker vara glad, jag kunde mig skada, kunde bli bara fler.